Hello YouTube, my name is Scott Perdue. I'm an Amazon author of over 100 books. I've done tons of Christian books, self-help books out there for you. Next time you're on Amazon, go to the search bar, type in my name, Scott Perdue. Pull up all those wonderful options, add some to cart that you like, get those in transit right away. There's life-changing wisdom there for you. Anyway, today I'm going to go over a book I'd recently published called Love's Crossroad, The Rewards of Suffering for Love. Today's lesson is about shared joy. Love is one of the most profound gifts given to humanity. It is not only a source of deep connection, but also a vessel through which we experience unparalleled joy. Even amidst the trials and sacrifices required by love, its rewards, the shared happiness, laughter, and memories, often outweigh the difficulties. This truth is woven into the fabric of human relationships and is perfectly exemplified in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. His suffering on the cross is not an end in itself, but a demonstration of sacrificial love that leads to redemption, reconciliation, and eternal joy. Love's eternal promise is that its trials are never in vain. They refine us, deepen our relationships, and bring us closer to the ultimate source of love, God. The shared joy that arises from enduring these challenges is a testament to love's power to redeem even the hardest moments, making every trial worthwhile. The gift of shared joy in love. At its best, love is a source of immense joy. It creates moments of laughter, celebration, and connection that resonate far beyond their immediate impact. These shared experiences become the bedrock of lasting relationships, reminding us that joy is not merely an emotion, but a reflection of God's presence in our lives. The Bible highlights the importance of shared joy in relationships, as Philippians 2:2 says, "So I'm asking you, my friends, that you be joined together in perfect unity, with one heart, one passion, and united in one love. Walk together with one harmonious purpose, and you will fill my heart with unbounded joy. This joy, born of unity and love, reflects the harmony that God intended for His creation. However, this joy often comes at a cost. Love requires vulnerability, forgiveness, and sacrifice. Acts that can feel painful in the moment, but ultimately lead to deeper intimacy and shared happiness. Why redemption requires sacrifice? Redemption is a process of restoring what has been broken, and it often demands sacrifice. Love is no exception. In human relationships, sacrifices, whether of time, pride, or personal comfort, are often necessary to repair broken connections and nurture lasting joy. Jesus demonstrated the ultimate act of sacrificial love on the cross. His suffering was not a defeat, but a pathway to redemption for humanity. As Hebrews 12:2 declares, because his heart was focused on the joy of knowing that you would be his. He endured the agony of the cross and conquered its humiliation, and now sits exalted at the right hand of the throne of God. Jesus embraced suffering because of the joy set before him, the joy of redeeming humanity and restoring our relationship with God. In our own lives, the sacrifices we make for love echo Christ's example. They are opportunities to reflect His grace and to deepen our shared joy with others. These sacrifices may feel burdensome in the moment, but they pave the way for reconciliation, growth, and lasting happiness. The redemption of love through shared joy. To be redeemed by love, it is to experience its power to transform pain into joy. Jesus' sacrifice not only redeemed humanity, but also revealed the depth of God's love and His desire for us to share His joy. As John 15:11 says, "My purpose for telling you these things is that the joy that I experience will fill your hearts with overflowing gladness." This overflowing joy is the reward of love that endures trials. When we choose to love others despite their flaws, when we forgive offenses, and when we sacrifice our own desires for the good of another, we participate in the redemptive work of Christ. These acts of love create opportunities for shared joy that transcend the immediate challenges we face. Consider a marriage, for example. The early days of romance may give way to seasons of struggle, but couples who persevere through difficulties often find that their love grows stronger. The shared memories of overcoming trials become a source of joy, reminding them of their commitment and the depth of their connection. This principle is also evident in friendships, families, and communities. When we endure hardships together, whether through supporting a loved one in crisis or working to mend a broken relationship, the joy of reconciliation and unity outweighs the pain of the struggle. Why true love is worth every trial? True love is worth every trial because it aligns with God's design for relationships and leads us into deeper joy. The happiness and fulfillment that come from loving others as Christ loves us far outweigh the sacrifices required. The Bible repeatedly emphasizes the value of enduring love. In Galatians 6:9, we are encouraged, and don't allow yourselves to be weary or disheartened in planting good seeds. For the season of reaping the wonderful harvest you've planted is coming. The harvest of love is the joy and fulfillment that come from relationships rooted in sacrifice, grace, and perseverance. Jesus' life exemplifies why love is worth every trial. He faced rejection, betrayal, and unimaginable pain, yet his focus remained on the joy of redeeming humanity. His sacrifice reminds us that the trials we face in love are not meaningless. They are opportunities to grow, to reflect his character, and to experience the profound joy of being in relationship with God and others. The joy is not limited to this life, but the ultimate reward of love is eternal joy in God's presence. Revelation 21:4 offers a glimpse of this joy, of this promise. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes and eliminates death entirely. No one will mourn or weep any longer. The pain of wounds will no longer exist, for the old order has ceased. The sacrifices he made in love in this life are a reflection of the eternal love and joy we will share with God in eternity. Love's eternal promise, joy that lasts. The eternal promise of love is that its joys are not fleeting but enduring. While earthly love may involve trials and sacrifices, these challenges are part of a greater story of redemption and transformation. Through love, we experience a glimpse of the joy that awaits us in God's kingdom. Jesus' resurrection is the ultimate fulfillment of this promise. His victory over sin and death assures us that love triumphs over every trial. As Romans 8:18 declares, I am convinced that any suffering we endure is less than nothing compared to the magnitude of glory that is about to be unveiled within us. The joy of God's eternal love far outweighs any temporary suffering we face in this life. The promise invites us to persevere in love, even when it is difficult. It reminds us that the shared joy we experience in relationships, whether through moments of laughter, reconciliation, or triumph over adversity, is a foretaste of the eternal joy we will share with God. Conclusion: the rewards of suffering for love. The rewards of suffering for love are profound and eternal. Love, though often accompanied by challenges, is ultimately a source of deep joy and fulfillment. The shared happiness, laughter, and memories that arise from enduring trials together far outweigh the difficulties faced along the way. Jesus' sacrifice on the cross is the ultimate example of why love is worth every trial. His suffering was not an end in itself, but a means of redeeming humanity and restoring our relationship with God. Through his love, we are invited into relationship that is marked by joy, grace, and eternal promise. When we endure the trials of love, we participate in this redemptive work. Our sacrifices, no matter how small, create opportunities for shared joy that reflect the heart of God. As the Passion Translation reminds us, let love be the beautiful prize for which you run. 1 Corinthians 13:13. In this way, we find that love's trials are not to be feared, but embraced. They are the path of growth, transformation, and the joy that reflects God's eternal promise. Through love, we are redeemed, renewed, and prepared for the fullness of life in God's presence, where shared joy will never end. All right, that concludes this lesson. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Again, my name is Scott Perdue. I'm an Amazon author of over 100 books, tons of Christian books, self-help books out there. Definitely next time you're on Amazon, go to the search bar, put in my name, Scott Perdue. Pull up all those wonderful options, find some that are suitable to you, add them to cart. Get those in transit right away. There's life-changing wisdom there for you, stuff you definitely want in your life. Have a blessed day. Thanks for following me through this video.